Okay, hi. I'm live, and I hope I'm live. I hope this video can be heard. Uh, because this subject is actually very sensitive. I'm sorry. Actually, I don't notice. I already know I have this. It's basically a callus. Okay, who that got ruptured, so I feel the pain on it, and the reason my fingers are like I work with paint, so like hard as I try to get it out, I can't. Or I can, but I don't want to put alcohol on my hands and thinner and all kinds of other things I've tried because it like makes it almost like puts it into my body, like or into my skin. So anyway, the subject is three pedios, right? I'm not talking about Star Wars. I'm not talking about anything that has started with like 3PDO when I watched Star Wars like when I was a kid and all that. I'm talking about pedos, right? But YouTube has such strict policies that they take people's channels down because they expose these people. Um, and gladfully, I was a mod on a lot of them. Like which ones got taken down? Predator PA catcher. Yeah, me and him. We exchanged numbers, and um, I always whenever I've been a mod on somebody's channel, I always post links of what they want, and like if somebody makes a channel where everyone's a moderator, then what's the point? Then you're just all friends. That's it. But when you're dealing with a very very big subject, and it's a sensitive subject on YouTube, for what? They let people fight on YouTube. They let people get knocked out, but they don't want to expose pedophiles. To what I'm gonna okay, if this channel, or if I get a strike, my channel is small, so my channel's not gonna get taken down. Uh, but I'm talking about pedophiles. Okay, so pedophiles, of course. Um, I'll name like I'll name a few that are big, in my opinion. Right later on, um, but and I still sub to a lot of channels. So, but the newer channels, they've learned how to censor themselves on YouTube because they have to protect their channel from getting striked or taken down by mentioning these things. But the good thing about a lot of these new channels is they don't do it by themselves. A lot of them, or I don't know what a lot is, but some of them do it by connecting with the police beforehand, before they confront the pedophile, right? The 3PDO is the way I want to put it. And they already have like it's not a sting because the pred catchers they've already done their research. They've already have the chat logs. They already have the pictures, the conversations, the phone calls. They already have all the evidence. They even know where the person works. And most of them are men, right? I've seen a few of them where there are women that do it, which is rare. I'm not saying women don't do it, but I'm just saying it is rare, or that I've seen. Okay, and here's the thing: all of them deny it right until they get arrested. Then they start. Then the evidence comes out. Oh, they have condoms. They have their phone. Their phone gets confiscated for evidence. And so anyway, the thing that upsets me Okay, the last one I watched was let's see, which one was it? I don't sub to his channel, but it's the first it's the first one that I've heard. Tall black guy, really smart guy. Caught a guy from Arby's, and the guy that was the he was on Grinder, right? And he said that he's 42. To me, he looks older. I'm 50, right? He looks older than me, and I'm like, what? This guy must have done some drugs or something. Anyway, so he catches them at Arby's, and the thing that tripped me out, that really like caught me off guard, was the managers were saying there's no filming in here, and the guy trying to explain to them, hey, this guy's here to meet a 14-year-old boy. They didn't care. There's no filming. Like, they're worried about filming, but not catching a child molester. Like, really? I mean, it's disgusting how this world is thinking now. Like, video cameras. When I was watching the video, I was like, a video camera is more discerning to you, is more concerning to you than catching a guy that's trying to rape a child. Well, a 14-year-old's not a child, right? But he's still a kid. So the difference that people think, the way people think, I can't understand it. Like, he's trying to be honest with, I have evidence. He's trying to tell him, I have evidence. He said, I'm gonna meet you in the garbage can or in the bathroom, and I'll do this to you, and then you can do it back to me, and then I'm not gonna say what it is, but it was oral. And and I'm listening to this, and I'm like, man, this guy was like very like descriptive about what he wanted. And remember, it's Grinder, so it's a gay website or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not gay or anything. So, but I know Grinder is where gay people meet each other, kind of like Tinder, but Tinder is something else, right? Um, and it was just disconcerting to me because I couldn't believe that the managers there or the employees there were protecting. They were basically protecting that employee because they were, or maybe their thought process is like they didn't believe him or didn't understand it, that he was there because he was there to, well, he was working, right? The pedo was working, and he told, which was basically a decoy. It wasn't a real kid, right? That's what these three pedio catchers do, is they set up a decoy. They have this thing going on where they set up a decoy. And so the guy wanted to meet this 14-year-old boy at Arby's. He was an Arby's manager, right? He said, "Beat me at Arby's, and we're going to go into the bathroom, and then I'll do this to you, and you'll do that to me, and then and we'll, and that we can do other." He explicitly said what he wanted, and so when I gotta look that up, man, I gotta sub at that channel. But when he finally, he made a lot of Arby jokes, like, "Do they serve the beef? We have the beef," and he kept making jokes about that because that's what the commercial is. It's like, we have the beef and all that. So, and he's saying like he wants the beef. It's just it's funny, but at the same time, it's like not funny because you know what, the guy's there, or he's working, but he still wants to do it secretly in the bathroom or by the garbage can, I think is what he said, to go back there because he's probably going to throw some garbage out and then meet back there for a little while. Bam, bam, bam. go back into work like nothing happened, and serve fries, put fries into the oil, and then like nothing happened, right? But eventually, okay, two things happened. Three things happened actually. Uh, the Arby's managers, the other another manager said, "Leave the property, or you will get arrested. We're gonna call the police." And the guy said, "Call the police. We want you to call the police. This guy's a three pedio." He didn't say it like me. I'm saying it in decoded way, even though I already said pedophile, right? So I guess I missed the point there. Anyway, so they called the police. They basically called the police on the camera crew, which was what, two or three people at the most, maybe two people, and then I don't know. It doesn't matter. It could be three or four people, but uh, it wasn't like let's say like a news crew, right, where they have like a whole van and everything. But anyway, three things happened. First of all, the police got called. They came and they do their interview investigation, so to speak, for who called and what and why. They and the people that complained were a manager from the Arby's that said they're not allowed here. We told them to get out because they have cameras on. And I was like, okay. And so I'm thinking, all right, well, she got what she wanted because they were out of the store already, but the police came anyway because they had to come. And the guy was trying to tell them, well, you called the police on me, so I have to wait for the police now. I'm not going to run away. So the police came, interviewed both sides, and the guy got arrested. Okay. He tried to run. He tried to leave. Once the police was coming, he already knew what was going on. And so he tried to run, and they caught him. He got arrested. And then the third thing was that that team they got trespassed from Arby's, which was just like the see. Okay, I'll end the live stream on this. Cameras are not dangerous, dude, or people. Or at least not for me. They're not. I've filmed people, like not purposefully. Like I'm not like what do you call a peeping tom, or I'm not like just filming random people. I'm doing it because I'm doing a story or I'm interviewing people. Like for example, when I was at the Flattoberfest, I was filming as much as I could. The only one person that got offended was Karen B. And she went right into my face. Like she was like, yeah, how do you like it if somebody sticks a camera right in your face? And her face was in my face. And I was like, and I was trying to tell other friends that knew I was going there, like, man, she stuck her face right into me. And I was just like, hey, I'm just trying to film everything. That's it. It's for my own channel or for my own documentary that I want to make about this. And Karen B, she's crazy, man. See, the thing about her that you don't know is she acts like a Karen and she does act like a B. I met her in person and she's crazy, dude. She's crazy. Like when I was there, and I'll explain more about camera work. When I was there, and I can do it right now if I want to, but I don't feel like it, right? When I was there, I was just filming people that knew me and I knew them. And I was like, hey, Joshua, how are you? Like Joshua, what's his channel? Authentic Intent. and he made me a mod on his channel because we, like he know, like I've been known in the flat Earth community for years, and when I saw him there, and I was like, "Hey, Joshua, you wanna?" I showed him my camera. In fact, I don't have it. I still have it, but I don't. I know where it's at. So I have the camera, and I'm like, "Hey, do you wanna?" I'm just filming because I wanna. And we were on the sidewalk. I'm just filming because I wanna show my experience and other people that I met at the Flattoberfest and see what your thoughts are on whatever you feel like talking about. And I'll ask you questions, and it was, I wasn't doing it pre-camera. I was doing it like while I was on the camera, right? And he's like, yeah, 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 for sure. And then there was Brian Stavely. I interviewed him. And then all Just Jack, of course, that flat fellow. I translated a pamphlet for that flat fellow, which his name is Tommy. Everyone that knows him, his name is Tommy. He was from North Carolina, but I think he moved to South Carolina, and he has his own farm now. So the cool thing that about him um, is he always said I was gonna go off grid, and he's not completely off grid, but he has his own farm now, and he got a lot of his friends to come along with him to live with him to help him out in the farm. He has his chickens, his um, cows, and all. I mean, anything you need on a farm. The only thing I remember him talking the last time I talked to him on the phone, because we exchanged numbers, was that he said that he was just waiting for the egg contract to go through, which is for his hens. For his, so anyway, I interviewed Critical and other people that have channels about flat Earth, or the lies that we've been told about this spinning ball that we live on, and I was just filming on the sidewalk, and that's it. But then there was people that were wondering why all these people. I remember that moment because Authentic Intent, his name is Joshua. There was two guys, and they wanted to know what, like, they had questions, right? And Joshua actually got a little bit rude, and then some of his friends, and which I had a conversation with, said, "Hey, you came on a little bit too strong," because I think the question was, "Why do you think that?" or something. It's a simple question. My answer to me is, "Why do I think we live on a flat Earth?" Well, I've changed my mind a little bit, only because if I go on the street and talk about flat Earth, I'm not going to say I believe in a flat Earth. I just believe I know that we don't live on a ball. Why? Because water cannot bend and conform to a ball. That is, we see it all day long. You make a bathtub, you go to a lake, you go to a pond, water, there's waves, but water cannot bend to. Okay, so let's say, okay, I was thinking about this concept the other day, and there's a fishing bowl, right? You have a fishing bowl, and so it's a round bowl, right? That's why it's called a fishing bowl. You put a fish in it, any fish, doesn't matter, goldfish, whatever. Most kids or people want small fish that fit within the container, and I'm going to mention that word for a reason. The container of that bowl. Now the bowl is round. Why isn't the water conforming to the bowl on top? Like, I can't make a perfect round. Let's say the bowl is like this, right? Why isn't the water like this at the top, or like this, around, a curved shape? You know why? Water finds its level. That's what I would say to people on the sidewalk if they ask me that question. And there's nothing wrong with what Joshua did, was because he was, you can see visibly, he was like in some way irritated by these people. I don't know what they said before that, but I got there just when I got there. I was like, "Oh, Joshua was talking." Not critical inception, authentic intent, and I was like, and he was engaging with somebody in on the sidewalk, and I was like, "Gotta bring my camera out," and I brought my camera and I flipped the thing on and put record on and started filming. And then the guy on the sidewalk said, "I don't want to be filmed," because he saw me with the camera. And I could have argued and said, "This is a public sidewalk. I can film anything I can see. Your eyes cannot be trespassed. What my eyes can see, the camera can see." And I pointed to a camera, security camera, on a building, and I said, "Well, what about that camera? Are you okay with that one?" And then I put it to another camera, and I was like, "Well, there's a camera right there. That's a security camera. You're being filmed wherever you go. Wherever you go, there's cameras everywhere." So, and then there's TikTok and people like, I mean, people film stuff all over the place. So you know what? People, um, you need to stop. People need to stop worrying about uh, other people filming. They're not, well, at least for me, I'm not specifically filming somebody for personal reasons. I'm filming because I already have my own thing going on, right? But if you happen to cross or interact with somebody that I know, I'm gonna film it. So and if we're on a public sidewalk, hey, you can't complain. So that's, I mean, there's a lot of points with that, but I guess the reason I brought that up, there's a lot of reasons why I brought that up, but the reason I brought that up is I was watching this the predator catcher, and he was trespassed for filming, but they couldn't grasp or pass the concept that he was there to expose and arrest a pedophile. They were more worried about the cameras. Like, really, dude? A child is gonna get like abused by an adult, and a 42-year-old adult for that matter. And he was talking about sick ways to do it, like going in the bathroom and doing that, you doing this to me, and then I'll do it back to you, and then going to the garbage can and do it behind the garbage can. Like, who thinks of those kind of things? How do you think? How do you? Who does it? It's crazy people like that need to be arrested and need to be in jail. Because you know why? I am sure that is not his first time or was going to be his last. He's done that many times before. And it keeps happening. It keeps happening every day, man. Disgusting. The other thing is that I think about is like human trafficking. I was thinking about this the other day, and this is a really sick subject, but it's true. Only you know why? Well, logical people know it's true. If you eat meat, and you don't have to personally eat meat, but I do. Okay, so for me or anyone that eats meat, they kill animals because that's where meat comes from, right? Unless you're what is it? Not a vegetarian, a vegan who eat like soybeans that taste like meat and all that. Whatever, you still get your protein, right? But I'm saying anybody who eats meat knows that they kill animals, right? And they transport those animals to different places, right? Now, what if let's connect the two dots there? What if there's sexual abuse and trafficking? And the big one is trafficking people. There's people that go missing every day and you never see them again. Gladfully, I don't personally know anyone like that. What I mean is, all the people that I know, like um, my sister has one kid, my brother has one kid. They're all still here or nearby, or not. Well, not nearby, but they're all alive and living in wherever they're living in. So it's not happened to me, but human trafficking really does exist, and it's disgusting how humans are being used uh, for money. You know, um, and, and like drugs have a lot to do with it, right? The cartel. I know they around the south of the border, because they transport people from here in the U.S. or in America here to Mexico. It could happen anywhere. It could happen in Europe. It could happen anywhere. It happens everywhere. So it's a disgusting subject to talk about, but it does happen. So basically, I'm going to just, hopefully other people watch this. I know there was a few people that were joining, uh, but this is a big subject, and I'll see if I can come in with I don't know, more content. I mean, there's so much content out there; it's ridiculous. Content means information about uh, proof. The word is proof that it does exist. It's crazy, man. Okay, so I'll end it real soon. So the reason I made a live stream today was because I watched this video. I'm gonna sub his channel. I'll check it out. I'll post the link sometime later. Hopefully, you guys check it out. A guy. So his name starts with it, or his username on YouTube starts with a J. I forget it. Um, but when I like a video, obviously the algorithm of YouTube links you up to other videos that you like. So I'll post a link on it. But my original reason to go out live was to talk about what I say three pedios, even though I already said pedophiles, right? So he exposed this 42-year-old man for trying to meet a 14-year-old boy at his job, which was Arby's, and so this is a new channel that I've run across. So anyway, um, take your time to think about it. If that's happened to you in your life, talk to people. I'm not talking about people in your family. I'm talking about or people your friends. I'm talking about the police. Tell them, tell the authorities, hey, this happened to me, and get the process started. You know, the the embarrassment. The thing is, like the embarrassment. Some people have the embarrassment of telling other people that I was sexually abused. It feels embarrassing. It feels like dirty. Just do it. You're not alone. You are not alone. Okay? It's happened to many people. So don't just tell your family members, tell the police. They might not do anything, but at least say, hey, I want to fill out a report. So they have it on file. Because once you fill out a report, if it happens again, that report is like, oh, I know this person, he called again, or they, and so it becomes an ongoing process to finally say to the police, okay, let me start an investigation. And if you have parents that truly care about you, or people that truly adults that truly care about you, they will go higher up, like FBI, and expose these uh, pedos that exist out there that just you know they just they just want kids. So I'll end it on that. If you have any questions, I would give you my personal number, but I don't like YouTube. I'm not sure who all my subs are, so I don't know if I trust all of you. But if you do, if um, um, I'll on my next live stream, I'll post video or not videos, but links to or phone numbers to different um, call centers, so to speak about child abuse because it does happen. And and I posted a video on my channel that I do have a degree, and I do have a degree in psychology. So I did work as a counselor for years, right? Not very many, but some years. And I did hear about those kind of things. And sometimes it happens within your own family, like brother to sister. I remember one. Of course, I'm not going to say their names. I don't even, actually, the truth is, I don't even remember her name and his name. But yeah, so it does happen even within families, within disgusting, but brothers and sisters, or uncles and daughters, or whatever. I had a friend. I'll say this. I had a friend, a neighbor, and I used to play basketball with him when I was a kid. And and he later told me that he was sexually abused by a friend from one of his sisters, but he liked it, right? So they carried on with this whatever they were doing, and she was married. But that's the thing that happens is like sex feels good, right? And kids don't know anything, but they know something is wrong. Something is not right. Either but good kids or kids that are strong enough, I guess, not good kids, but kids that are strong enough to at least talk about it will talk about it to someone. unless they get threatened, of course. So, anyways, I know it's a tough subject, but um, I'll, like I said, I'll post links to hotlines or um, phone numbers that people can call if you know someone that has done something to a child, abuse their child or abuse other children, and do something about it, or at least start the process, because it is hard. It's hard to 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 you like to end the process, to get that person convicted and go to jail. All right, take care.